Hey, this is WhyBeAre with Street Legal Racing Redline, which to me is like a classic. I've played this game many times throughout the years, but I've never actually completed it, so now we're going to try to complete it on camera. And the reason I decided to start this up today is because the game just recently came out on Steam, and now you can actually buy the game. For the longest time, it was easier to pirate the game than to actually buy it. Now there's a real easy means of actually buying it. So the game starts off in your garage, and you got to go buy a used car because you can't afford a new car. Now, the cars you see on the first day are always going to be kind of a ripoff, and I don't suggest buying any of those. So you go there, say, okay, those are nice cars, but I'm going to go ahead and wait until tomorrow to purchase. So you skip ahead 8 hours 3 times, so it's 24 hours, and then you go and see what they got the next day. And once again, nothing really of interest except for maybe this, because that's a rear-wheel drive car with a pretty big engine for $18,000. That's a pretty good deal. Before, we only had front-wheel drive things. Now, it is missing a wheel. Looks like the engine is mostly intact, and the suspension in the rear is intact, so all we should have to do is throw on a wheel to that, and it'll probably work. And this thing comes with, does it tell you how much power? No, it just says the size of the engine. So we're going to buy this and try to fix it up, and that will be the car we use, because it's a much cooler car. We'll make it where we can actually see the car and the tires on it. And the hood is stuck open, so we're going to have to repair that. Didn't show that in the dealership, but yeah, that's stuck open, and it's really a pain to drive because you'll be driving on that camera like this. It's like, I can't see nothing in front of me. First, though, we're going to figure out that wheel. So what do we have on the fronts? We got 235 and 45 for the size. On the rear, 235, 45. So we're going to try to find that that tire, and we're going to get a wheel that matches it. So 235, 45, R19. We're going to go to the shop catalog, we're going to go to running gear, we're going to go to tires, and we're going to buy a tire that is that size. So nothing on the 235 there, nothing 235 there. There's 235, 45, R19. I believe that's the number I said. If not, we're going to have some misshapen tires. So then it tells you what kind of rim you need on this. So it says it's compatible with 19-inch rims between 9 and 12 inches in width. So I got to remember 19 between 9 and 12. So we're going to buy that. We're going to go to the aftermarket rims and look for 19 inches, which means it's going to say X19, and it's got to be between 9 and 12. So we could buy either one of these. This one's a little bit cheaper, so we're going to go with that one. And if I remembered all my numbers correctly, I should be able to just install. And then we have all the tires on this car. We're going to just remove the hood, and then we're going to repair the hood. So you repair things by just removing it and then dragging it onto the repair thing right there. And it says it'll cost me $300 to repair it. Do I really want to repair it? Yes, because I want to be able to see where I'm going. And there we go. We should have a functional car. Let's go ahead and check the dyno graph. So it's actually making 268 horsepower, which is no joke. That's a pretty good amount of horsepower for a starting car. I mean, I could have made a lot more power if I got a really, really beat up front wheel drive and just strapped a giant turbo to it. But with this one, I get rear wheel drive, which is just a better base. So I don't have to worry about upgrading my car once I outgrow front wheel drive. Now we're going to go and drive in the city. Well, that was fast. The game actually just crashed right there. And I should point out, this game is terribly, terribly unstable for me. So if you're playing the game and it keeps crashing, it's doing that for me too. But from now on, I'm going to try to make it where I edit out all of the crashes, or at least edit out as much as possible so you don't know just how much the game crashes. Because it gets boring, because I'll do something and then it's all lost because the game crashed. So anyways, we're going to go out here and we're going to race people. So we just pull up some cars like that guy and say, hey, let's race. And then he'll say, catch my wheels, and that means we're good to go. So then you can say, do you want to race just for prestige or money? I'm all about that money. We're going to race for $800 because that's the most we can possibly race for, and it shows you the path they're going to drive. So you're going to go just down the road just like that for $800, and we'll see if we can beat them. And every time I win a race, afterwards, I'm going to go to the garage. Why? Because the game is so unstable. If I do that, then I'll at least make sure I get the money I earned. Because I might do like 3 races in a row out here, and then the game crashes, and all that is lost, which has happened to me multiple times while playing the game beforehand, and I've learned my lesson. Don't do that. So actually, this race is being really easy on me. They are super slow, so I can basically just cruise along. Oh, there's a cop. Oh, they're chasing me now. Okay, that is the most annoying thing, is when you're doing a race and then you got cops on you. We're going to try to swerve through traffic, maybe lose them a little bit. Complete the race, and then we're going to have to lose the cop, annoyingly. I mean, you could pull over and pay a fine, but it's usually not worth it to me. Like, I just did all this work to get $800, and I'm going to lose some of it because of the cops. Now we got to wait for this thing to finish loading, which Once again, takes a minute. And then it says press enter to continue. And I noticed it's more stable if you wait a second. So now we press enter and hope it doesn't crash it. Awesome. Now we gotta lose the cops probably. Let's see, how much did I have to pay? $1,000. So yeah, I do all this racing and then I end up losing money in the end. Yeah, that's not the way this works. I want to make money, not lose money. So we're gonna have to try to lose him. I'm going kind of slow through here just because it is a tight road. Now a little bit of more road so I can actually open this up. And then we're gonna do the secret strategy of cross between two roads through the dirt and lose the cop. Because the cops, they don't like doing that. So I'm just going to coast through here a bit. There's a cop over in front of me, but cops have been lost, so we are good to go. So keep on driving, relaxed. And now we're going to tow the car to the garage for $19. Back in the garage with an extra $800. Now, in addition to street races, you also have the option to do races on racetracks. But the requirements for those races are usually pretty specific. So specific, in fact, that my car is not compatible with a single race, so we can't do those at the moment. So we got to stick to street racing until we either upgrade the car a very specific way or replace it with a different car that's actually compatible with those. Now, with the extra money, we could repair some of this car up because this car is really beat up. If I wanted to get this thing in perfect condition, it would cost me $18,000 more than what I currently have. So basically, the cost of the car is how much it would take to get this thing to be in good condition, because all the parts in this thing are falling apart. Like this rear bumper is at 17% of its damage, and then this panel 31%, the door 23%. Like this thing is a pile of junk that is ready to absolutely fall apart, but it's my pile of junk. And the important thing to me is that it has a good engine in it and a good drivetrain. Now the engine, yeah, that's kind of falling apart too, but we could actually repair the engine. We could just take the whole engine out and see how much would it cost to repair the whole thing. It would need about $2,000 more than I have. Now I can repair single parts on the engine. Like if I want to just repair the cylinder head cover because that was about to burst or whatever, I could do that. But it's all about equal in terms of damage. There's nothing here that's standing out to me like, oh, this needs to be really repaired. It's all in the 20-something range. It looks like I saw 13, but I don't know what that was for. 13, camshaft drive belt, whatever. We can leave that. It'll hold up for a little bit longer. Anyways, let's go ahead and just continue racing. So now let me kind of go over that mini-map to you. So not every car is shown on the mini-map. You see there's a car driving right there, not in the mini-map at all. That means they're a normal pedestrian who will not race you no matter what you do. But then there are some that are green, some that are blue, and some that are red. The color determines how fast their car is, and at the moment, basically only green cars will race against me, and even then, not every green car will, only some of them. So we gotta find people who actually race us. Red cars are the fastest, blue is the middle, by the way. Green, they're the slow ones, and then, unfortunately, at the moment, there's only fast cars around me who won't even race me. Even if I wanted to just give them money, basically, they wouldn't race me. Like, I don't get them. It's free money, dude. Somebody pulls up against you in a car that you know is weaker than yours, you take that money. It's free. Whatever. Now, you see me, I'm kind of cruising through the lights, not caring because the cops are a little bit far away from me. But the cops will come after you if you're just driving wrong and breaking the law. I try to make sure I break the law when the cops are a little bit of a distance so they don't see me. Like right there's a cop coming up on me. They didn't see me. By the way, the cops are the stars on the map. I should have said that more plainly, shouldn't I? I mean, you could probably have inferred it, but just for those who aren't very inferry. That sounds weird. But for those who aren't very furry and, you know, you don't have all this hair on your skin like me, I don't know. There's a green car. Shortcut! Shortcut, shortcut, shortcut! Such a stupid shortcut. Are they missing a door? No, it just hasn't loaded in because I was far away. Hey, let's race. You want to race, man? Yeah, come on, let's race. Nah, see, even though he's green, he won't race me. Some people are just like that. They think they're too good to race you. Truth is, that guy's probably just scared. Like, that car has too many colors. This guy he's reckless or something. I'm not that reckless. Yeah, I cut across the grass to say hello to you, but who wouldn't do that? Oh my goodness, what's that guy doing? I had to like accelerate, otherwise I got T-boned or something to look like. I just gotta keep on hunting for somebody to race against and try not to wreck my car in the process, because everything you do will damage the parts on your car. It's the way the game is designed, and in a way, this is kind of the gameplay I hope to eventually get out of BeamNG Drive. The kind of thing where you have all these parts in your car that are all able to be damaged, and you can have them kind of repaired independently of each other, and you could really build up the cars and stuff. Like, that's a really fun game, and I hope those kind of elements eventually come to the career mode in that game. So anyways, hey you, hey, let's race. And this guy, he'll actually race, so we'll go max amount of money, which again is $900, yep. So $900, and we're gonna just go along a pretty simple path going whoop, and then we're there. And I think it's lining me up in the wrong direction. No, it's the right direction. It just looked like it might. All right, let's go! Okay, I forgot to shift for a second, so they got a better launch than I did. But I got, whoa, better handling car, hopefully. Okay, got there first place. Now we're just gonna floor it to the finish. And 900, and no cops after me this time. That is a huge bonus. Don't have to worry about escaping them, but it's not over yet. We gotta escape the perils of the crashiest game. So once this thing comes up, we gotta wait, and then we're gonna wait even after it says press enter just a little bit longer because I feel like it makes it crash less, as I said. So enter. All right, saved it, and then to the garage. By the way, if the game crashes going to the garage, which it has done already once before, you actually don't lose any progress, which is great because that would suck. You're like, oh yeah, I hit the to garage button, then it crashes. Like, oh, well, that sucks. So now we got $2,400, which still isn't enough to fully repair the engine. Probably I wouldn't even repair this thing, to be honest with you. I would just swap out parts to get better parts in it because it seems like it's a good engine to just start building off of. I don't need to really repair it. I'd rather just replace. But for now, need more money. Back to the races. And of course, nobody's near me, so we got to go and find some competition. And there's also races at night that are a little bit different than the ones at day. But for now, I want to just do some at day to kind of get my prestige up and get my money up. Hey, you want to race? Yeah, we're going to race. Pretty much just a straight race. I mean, notice most of the races aren't that long. They're pretty short. But usually you're swerving through traffic. And you can actually control the amount of traffic. I just leave it to the default, though, because I feel that's the fairest thing to do. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, no. Taxi, no. Man, they really launched hard, and I didn't. I don't know if I'm going to win this one. No, son. No, son. This is my victory. It might have just did like $900 of damage to my car, but I get the $900. You don't. It's so reckless. I don't care. I want my money. I ain't going to lose no matter what. Vince Polanski has won. By the way, that name is whatever name they give you. I have no idea who Vince Polanski is, but that's just the name you get. So enter. Yes. All right. Garage, garage, garage. Now, how much damage did I do? I lost my front bumper. And I like having a front bumper because I think the bumpers actually protect the chassis some. So we're going to go and buy one for the car. Hopefully it doesn't cost that much. Get the aftermarket one because I want to look cool. So that's the front bumper. It's basically how much I just won. So how much is a normal front bumper? One that's not aftermarket. And rear bumper's $500. Front bumper is $600. I mean, that's pretty pricey. Okay, we don't need a front bumper, it turns out. That's too much. See, I'm used to having the cheap car where you could get cheap body parts. This is an expensive car where the body parts are expensive. Everything you do is expensive. It's like when you buy a real car like this. You buy a nice car that's a pile of junk, you're going to spend a lot of money fixing it up. Yeah, that's what's happening here, too. I would have to spend a lot of money to fix this up. So what time is it right now? It's 5:25. It's not quite nighttime. If we advance a few hours to 10:25, then it'll actually be nighttime and we could do some night driving. So at night, the racing community gathers to arrange drag races for high prizes and even for pink slips. You can find them at the locations marked with the green flag to race or just to watch others race. So let's see if we can find them. Now that's sometimes difficult because, like, boom, the flag is somewhere to this direction, but it doesn't show up on the map quite as you would expect. Like, it disappears and reappears in and out of things. So it's like, I don't know where they are, but I kind of know where they are. We're just going to go in that direction and hope we find them. That's basically the plan. Whoa there, taxi cab. You gotta wait for me. Do you see how many colors my car is? You wait for this beautiful car. You see where the drag race ends? That's the checkered flag. The green flag is somewhere over there, and I could cut across, or we could try to do it a little bit more legitimately, where we drive around and, you know, don't look like a maniac as you pull up to all the cool kids with their cars all ready to race in your 57 colored car. 57 and a half colors actually on this thing. Look at those guys racing. Now, can I beat these guys? I really am not sure with this car. We could just watch. Look at them go. What I could have done is just trailed them and see what happens. Oh my goodness. I'm glad that's not me. He just got wrecked. All right, we're going to participate. Whoops. Okay, gotta say, yeah, he won. Good job. That's what we'll do. We'll do a race that's for prestige only. Apparently, they all want to do it for money. Okay. Fine, we'll race for money. It's just a drag race, so it's like no skill either. You just hold the gas pedal and hope it works in your favor. 3, 2, 1. I mean, it's not even a manual transmission. It's automatic. You have to launch it, kind of funnily, but you don't actually do anything after that in terms of shifting. All right, there's a victory and $1,000. That's the easy way to make money. Oh, please don't hit me. Okay, good. That would suck. They just come up ram into you like, screw you, I don't want to lose. You win the race. There's $1,000 just like that. And I feel confident to go and race the next guy. Now we're going to be driving in the opposite flow of traffic here, though. There might be a race going on, and I'm just driving head on into a collision, and I just destroy my car. That would suck. Whoa! Okay, that was close to a head-on collision. I just swerved right at the last second. Hey. Let me do another race, man. I want to race number 18 now. We're going to move on up. Come on, man. Let's go. Look how fancy that car looks. Like a race car nonsense. I mean, I got my ugly old car. Let's go, man. Let's go. Come on. You ain't ready for this. You ain't ready for this. 2, 1, go. And then we just hold the accelerator down, and it looks like we're going to win again. See, normally I would just have a ridiculous drag front-wheel drive car for something like this. But I want to do it a little bit different than I would normally do it. And this is actually working out. Okay. Come on, to stop. Don't hit me. I'm always scared of them hitting me. I don't trust them one bit. So there we go. Another $1,000. Now I haven't gone to garage yet. Uh-oh. I say that and the game could easily crash. So let's go to garage. All right. We're safe. Got my money. And we can head out and do more night races. I was piling them up. So I see no reason why not to keep going. Now I don't know if the location changes if you go back to your garage, and I think it does actually. It looks like it's the flag is in a slightly different location, so that's kind of annoying. We'll find it though. We're on the hunt for the illegal street racing. Yet the name of the game is Street Legal Racing Redline. But why are the cops after me if it's street legal? Maybe my car is street legal? Although there are parts you can get that aren't street legal. Like you can put drag radials on your car, which sure aren't legal in California, that's for sure. I said sure too much. Anyways, hey guys, do you want a dragging race? I want to dragging race. Next up, number 17. Eventually I'm going to get outclassed and I'll lose, but I feel pretty confident in going to this next guy. I beat the other guy pretty easily. You ain't ready for these colors! I love how ridiculous this car looks. Like, you could paint the car and make it look less ridiculous, but why would you? Why? It looks so awesome. Alright, so another easy win. Keeping me confident in my car's capabilities. I got a good car, man. I mean, I got a good car. Because I don't have to deal with all the side effects of front-wheel drive like the guys I'm racing. They all got front-wheel drives, which suck for launching compared to a rear-wheel drive. Alright, so we're going to try to do 2 races here because the races are so easy. Like, if I have to redo it, I don't feel like I lost too much progress. So we're going to go in the wrong direction once again, like a maniac. Stay off to the side of the road because I know they'll be coming eventually. Make sure I don't get hit. Alright. Alright, so now who wants to race? Number 16. Alright. He's got a 1.8 liter. We should be totally fine racing against something like that, I would think. Oh, look at that thing. Don't stand a chance. Nuh-uh, look at your car. He's gonna have like this boosted to hell and back kind of nonsense, right? Nope, nope, nope. No, you don't. I got that launch. You don't. Even if it's boosted, that's still a front wheel drive. And oh my, how are you rated that highly? Your car is way slower than everybody I've raced against. Maybe he blew his engine or something. Maybe he's, I don't know. I mean, he didn't blow his engine because he's still accelerating. I don't know what's going on with him. Don't hit me! Oh, that is too close, dude. Too close. You know, interestingly though, I had a couple of parts where I had to edit out during the daytime where the game crashed. Nighttime hasn't crashed. I don't know if it's just a coincidence or what, but I'm feeling confident in the game, so we're going to keep going. More races, keep leveling up on the charts. Now that chart is actually used for something. It's for like being able to enter the championship and stuff, which we'll talk about later right now. Hello guys, you guys racing? See, those guys look like they got way faster cars than the guys I'm racing against. It's kind of funny. All right, this guy, he actually has a car that might beat me. I'll say that now. I think I might lose this one. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I mean, that's basically the same car as mine, but it's a coupe instead of a convertible. I think. It looks the same. Oh, this is a close one. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. Can I draft him? No, no, we're done. I was pretty sure I was going to lose, so yeah. There goes $1,000, and I think it's time to stop racing in the dark. Since I'm not going to win anymore, I'm pretty sure. So there goes $1,000. Just like that, I lost $1,000. I mean, we're going to check and see if there's any other races we can do with slower people. I can't remember exactly how this mechanic works. We'll find out. You know, if the game crashes, I'm kind of okay with it because I just lost $1,000 anyways. So again, they got way faster looking cars than I do. So let's see, who would we race against? It would be number 14 on the list, which is even faster than 15 probably. So no. Okay, I hit escape and then the race started. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I know I'm not going to win unless I wreck this guy. I don't want to wreck him, but that's what I got to do. Wait, maybe I don't got to wreck him. He's got a pickup truck. Why are you ranked number 14 when the other guy is faster than you, man? Sometimes luck works in your favor, I guess. Oh, goodness, he can't stop because he's got a pickup. They just like pulling up right up next to you to scare you. Think you're going to get hit. You win the race. All right, now we're going to go to the garage. And we're going to call that a night of drag racing and a video of street legal racing Redline. So until next time, this has been WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.